Hi everyone, welcome back. This is Miss Byrd. Today we're going to talk about solving quadratic equations. Now remember, quadratic means that you have a parabola in your equation. So let's take a look here. It says a quadratic equation is a nonlinear equation that can be written in the standard form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, where a cannot equal 0. So you can solve the quadratic equation by factoring, graphing, and using square roots, completing the square using the quadratic formula. And today we are actually going to use, we're going to solve by graphing, okay? And to do that, we're going to go to the website desmos.com. This works on a Chromebook or a laptop. If you have one of those, you can go ahead and work on desmos.com. So to solve it, what we're really doing is we're trying to find out where the nonlinear equation crosses the x-axis, and that is actually our solution. So when we look at number 1 and it says x squared minus 2x minus 3 equals 0, today, since we're doing it by graphing, I'm going to go ahead and head over to desmos.com. So I'm going to open up desmos.com. If it's your first time doing it, it's going to ask you to start graphing here. You can click on this. And then we're going to enter the first equation. So the equation said x squared. And so when I type in the square, you can click on this little keyboard. And here's the square button. So you push x squared minus 2x minus 3 equals 0. So when you plug it in, you're going to see on your graphing calculator that it's a parabola and it goes through these two areas. You can zoom in and out with your mouse, and when you click on the parabola, it shows you the x-intercept here. And so the coordinates are -1 and 0, and the other one is when you hover your mouse over it, it's 3 and 0. So those are the solutions, but we're looking at the x values. So here the answer would be 3, and here the answer would be -1. So on your paper here, you would have the solutions are x equals -1 and x equals 3. Okay, number 2 says solve 5x squared equals 45. So we're going to go ahead and head over to decimals. I'm going to delete this previous one. And it was 5x squared equals 45. Okay, so you can't really see the graph, so I'm going to zoom out, and there it is. So we have an x-intercept at -3 and at +3. So when I head over back, that's what we're going to write as our solution. X equals, we have -3 and x equals +3. There's another way that we could write this. You could say x equals plus minus 3. You can use the symbol here, the plus minus, to represent both the positive and negative value of 3. Number 3 says x squared minus x minus 2. So let me head over to decimals. I'm going to delete this one and type that in. X squared minus x minus 2 equals 0. Now, I don't know if you noticed this in decimals, but when you just write the function x squared minus x minus 2, it gives you the actual parabola. So you could do that, and when I push equals 0, it changes it a little bit. Either way, it's fine because you're still going to get the x-intercept here, -1 and +2. So I'm going to go ahead and write the solution here for number 3. The solutions are x equals -1 and x equals 2. Now number 4 says 2x squared plus 12x minus 4 equals 0. I'm going to go to decimals and plug it in. 2x squared plus, 12x minus 4 Okay, so here you can't really see the parabola, but you have to zoom out, and there it is. So we have a decimal answer, which is okay. You could use that decimal answer. If you solve it by hand, you probably will get a radical answer, which if you plug it into the calculator, you're going to get a decimal, a rational number. So here we could write one of the solutions is 0.317, and the other one is negative 6.317. You have to be very careful because if the directions tell you to round, make sure that you round. So here we're just going to write x equals 0.317 and x equals negative 6.317. Okay, so that's it for our